Challenge accepted.
No.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it.
Today, we are here with Ariel Lingus on the host show. She will be telling us more about renewable and non-renewable resources. So Ariel, where are most renewable resources usable?
Renewable resources can happen anywhere and are better yet for our planet. However, hydropower will happen along the river. Wind power can happen anywhere. Solar power comes from the sun. Geothermal power is a natural source of heat from the earth. And biomass power can be used for so many things, and it also has to do with nature.
That's very fascinating. Now, where are most non-renewable resources?
All non-renewable resources are deep within the Earth's crust. Most non-renewable resources are fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, and natural gas. The reason why we are running out of fossil fuels is because we are using them very much. Today, we are here with Lucas Patterson on the host show. Today, he will be telling us how the government of a given economy affects the availability of resources to others, long-term and short.
Well, the government can make it more expensive, so it's harder to get a hold of. For like the poor, the rich, it's kind of easier, but the poor, it's kind of really hard to get a hold of. They could legalize it or make it illegal. If you made it illegal, it's extremely hard to, and legal, I mean, it's whatever. And you could make it only legal in some countries or make it illegal in most. Or you could just completely illegalize it all around the world. It doesn't really matter.
All right, Lucas. Well, thank you for joining us today, but that's all the time that we have. Thanks, and tune back in another time.
Pals, what are you doing? All right.
Hello, I'm Brian Kraft, here with the global economics expert, Noel Holzer. Thanks for being here, Noel. Pleasure. So what is your job in the field of global economics?
My job is to monitor the average annual income to countries and the imports and exports countries receive internationally.
I see. Sounds interesting. So tell me, what are the three leading exporters of oil in the world?
The three leading imports from 3 to 1 are Japan, China, and the United States.
About how much do they import?
It is estimated that each day Japan imports about 4.3 million barrels, China imports about 5 million barrels, and the U.S. imports about 10 million barrels.
That's insane. How much do they pay for all that?
Average from 2005 to 2010, China spent about $112 billion. Japan spent about $129 billion, and the U.S. spent about $333 billion.
Seems like the world is highly dependent on oil.
Yes, and
How does that affect their economies?
well, most countries are so dependent on foreign oil that they end up spending more money than they have. This is seriously damages their economies, however, because they are so dependent on foreign oil that if they were to decrease the amount of oil that they import, it would seriously have negative consequences on their economy. In fact, over 40% of the oil used by the U.S. is imported.
That would explain a lot of the problems with the global economy.
Correct. And right now, things are more likely to get worse than they are to get better.
I see. Well, thank you for taking the time to be here today. It was a real pleasure.
Likewise.
And coming to you from Newscast 15, this is Colton Schellbarger, and we're out. Where's my coffee?
Jungle Boogie, Jungle Boogie, get it on. Jungle Boogie, Jungle Boogie, get it on. Jungle Boogie, Jungle Boogie, but with the get down. Jungle Boogie.
Dairy. Legendary.